They're kind of cool. The sun ovens.
Can be 300 degrees. And so I'll...
You know what?
I'm just saying.
So how long have you been making your sausage and jams?
Well, I grew up on a homestead in Alaska, so I've been doing it since I can remember. We moved to Tucson about 4 years ago, and we started a farm. Our main concentration is prickly pear, but we also put in a beautiful greenhouse this year. We grow all our own cucumbers, pickles, peppers. We'll have beet, zucchini, all of that kind of stuff. We get most of our fruits and berries out of the Pacific Northwest since we can't grow them here. And we try to get as much organic and certified no sprays as we can get. We use pure cane sugar and an all-natural pectin, so it's going to keep it healthy, but still taste good.
Yes.
What does it take to make them?
A lot of time and energy. You know, I mean, it's a passion to me. I enjoy it, so it doesn't seem like work to me.
What's your favorite thing here?
Probably raspberry jam. It's kind of like my comfort food. I grew up on it.
Thank you.
Myself, and then once she decided she didn't want to work for me.
Okay.
So how long have you been making honey for?
Been doing it since 1989.
Is it a lot of work?
Well, first it started as a hobby, then it kind of developed into a full-time thing about by the early middle 90s, and this is what I do pretty much full-time. Yeah, so it keeps me busy. Yeah.
What's your favorite part about it?
Well, at first it was, you know, always learning something new about, you know, the bees, and after time though, you know, things kind of go by rote, and you just have to take the swings as they come, because about the middle 90s we started getting disease problems a lot with mites and stuff. I don't know if you've heard about some of the news that's been talking about bees dying and stuff. So it's been a lot harder to keep bees, and especially in the last 6-7 years. So probably some of the initial joy maybe is over, the honeymoon's over with my bees, and now it's just taking care of them and making sure that they, you know, stay viable. But then also I really enjoy just coming out and doing events like this too, the farmers markets, week to week when we can make it. That's kind of a benefit that I never even anticipated when I first started keeping bees. So I enjoy that part too. Plus just having our own, you know, ready to go at home honey source. That's what I started it for, was just to have honey for the family and friends.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Have you been stung by your bees?
Yes, and I'm glad you asked the question stung, because a lot of folks will ask if I've been bitten. Bees don't bite, they sting. They leave the stinger. When they contact the stinger with flesh, the stinger's ripped out. And I have been stung many, many times. It's part of the job description. You know, it is. Worst time I've probably encountered being stung was the first couple years I was keeping bees. I was moving some bees from a little community called Bay Acres east of Douglas. I had bought some bees from a fellow that was retiring from his bees and wanted to move to Tucson. Me and a friend went and got the boxes all ready to go and strapped them down and nailed them together. We went back later that night. It's always best to move them at night, they're less active. But you want to make sure the boxes are good and tight. You don't want them spilling out at night, because they just crawl all over out of the boxes and on you and everything. Well, when we went to load the boxes into the back of my friend's pickup, I forgot I hadn't nailed the tops down, and so the top slid. The bees started boiling out of the boxes. We didn't have any second chances to do, you know, any backup plan other than just we had to get those bees out of there and get them where I wanted them. But my veil had a hole in the back. I didn't know it was there. And the bees were calling on me, and every time I bend down, the bees would fall back in my neck and sting me. And I didn't realize by the end of the night I had over 50 stings.
Wow.
They were, I had them all over the back of my shoulders and necks and in front of my cheeks and stuff. So that's the worst. That's the worst experience I've had in being stung. I've seen others being stung. You know, folks will call me because they got a bad bee problem. They'll be out trying to do something that usually they're out doing something because they've got pets that are in danger and they're trying to save their pets, and that's not a good situation. But also I always like to tell folks that if they get stung, it's to scrape the stinger out. Don't pinch it. When you pinch the stinger, you actually push the poison. The poison sac still attached to the stinger, and if you can scrape it with a sharp object, that's always the best way to go. Yeah.
These children.
10 to 10 already, but I'm going to look it up and tell you. What's happening during the day? I'm really looking forward to this first one. It's going to